Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia, the podcast that you stay up late at night and listen to when your parents think you're sleeping.
Oh, that's creepy.
That was how I interacted with television as a child. Kate, what do you know about Nick at Night?
I know you watched a lot of it while your parents thought you were sleeping. And it gave you crap sleep habits to this day.
I think they knew I was awake. I think they just didn't care. I don't know.
It gave you terrible sleep hygiene.
Sure, I watched it late at night. What else do you know about it? Besides
I know that
me?
now I suffer because of your poor sleep hygiene, because you'd be playing the Nintendo Switch in bed, clicking the keys.
And there's a big difference when you're playing Switch in bed while your sleeping wife Katie is next to you, between playing like a nice calm game versus playing like Street Fighter and just clicking a lot.
Much prefer you play Animal Crossing to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Tony Hawk's so good though.
It's just too much for me.
What is Nick at Night though?
It's a collection of shows that nobody really wanted to watch, and they put them on at night so that they could still make money from ads.
That's spookily accurate.
Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong.
What about those shows? Can you? I want to get everything out of you that
That's
you know.
really all I know.
Real quick, some Nick at Night info, which obviously is relevant to this episode of the podcast. Nickelodeon was launched in 1977. We know this. It was the first cable channel that just showed content for children. You know, other channels had some children's content. This only had children's content. It took a couple years for it to get really popular, and that was around 1984 when they had this famous rebrand. They had the same team that did MTV's branding do theirs, and they got the splat and the orange and that whole like very sort of, not quite grungy, but very, very like network by kids, for kids kind of feel. So 1984 is when it took off. However, even from the beginning in 1977, Nickelodeon struggled with what to do with its nighttime hours because its prime demographic, children, are supposed to be sleeping at night, so they couldn't really air. They could air whatever they wanted, but no one was watching it. Kids weren't up at night watching TV. So they tried a bunch of different things. They tried to air movies there, like a prototype of HBO, kind of. They had movies, but that didn't really work. They had this thing called ARTS, which is actually an acronym for the Alpha Repertory Television Service. And it was like fine arts programming, but that was too boring. Nobody was watching that. And then eventually, they came up with the idea of Nick at Night, which is what they called their nighttime hours, and it was that same team that did the branding for MTV, and Daytime Nickelodeon did the branding for it, and the whole concept is they're going to show oldies, like old, mostly black and white shows, you're right, that nobody really wanted to watch anymore, like old reruns, because they were cheap to acquire, but they would have kind of like a mid-80s, late 80s, 90s, like sarcastic edge to like the bumpers and the station identification, so it was presented ironically. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That's kind of the whole concept. And somehow, miraculously, this worked really well. Nobody really understands why, and got big ratings, which is just, it's surprising because TV channels have always been showing oldies. It's part of television forever. As soon as they started recording the shows in a way they could be rerun in like the 50s, they've done this because it's cheap to do. If the channel already owns it, it's free to do, and they would just fill time with it. So the public's perception of oldies reruns are very bad. It's like, this is crap, I want to watch something new, there must be nothing new available, so we're watching reruns. So the fact that they had success with this by just branding it in a different way is kind of amazing, and like says something about the power of marketing, I feel like. Part of the reason they think it worked so well is because in the mid-80s, the parents whose kids are watching Nickelodeon, the shows they're airing on Nick at Night are nostalgic for those parents specifically.
Got it.
Does that make sense? It's a lot of 60s shows from just only 20 years earlier. It's kind of disturbing to think about. It wasn't that far before the time Nick at Night started, but they're showing these oldies that parents are enjoying. Maybe kids like me are staying up and watching them. That seems to be a very common experience. Discovering older TV shows by being a kid watching Nick at Night, late at night, because you have unsupervised TV time and have a TV in your bedroom. Terrible idea. I want to show you just a little bit of the branding that was going on. These are from the 90s. These are a couple years after the launch.
I've made a personal decision to try better live through television, but to make it right, I've got to have Nick at Night.
Got the idea?
Okay, it's supposed to just soothe you
It's
after a long day at your 90s office.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
But they're like, I know you have a pet peeve about when things are like, wow, it was so much better back then, look at this, because usually those things are, you know.
Oh, you mean a racist dog whistle?
The way that I look at this, they're not just saying things are better in the 60s, they're specifically like winking at how ridiculous it is. Like this this one we're looking at, where the woman put her, what was it, like her night mask or sleep mask on, and it was just giant Nick at Night logos. Like, they're not saying it was better. They're just saying this is the content we have. It's kind of ridiculous that we're airing this in the 80s and 90s, but please watch it. We have advertisers. Have you ever seen or heard of, Kate, The Donna Reed Show?
No, but I know who Donna Reed is.
Who's Donna Reed?
Donna Reed is from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep.
And she looks so cute in her velvet baseball cap.
One of her best-known roles. That was 1946.
Mary Hatch. She's doing the most.
Her TV show starts in 1958, so only 12 years later. You know, in the same ballpark arena. I can't wait to see how she's aged, because I haven't seen this yet.
You jerk.
No, I'm just curious. I don't mean in a bad way. Just like, you ever seen Jimmy Stewart in the 70s?
Does he not look good?
He does not look.
I'm gonna Google it.
Older man. Go ahead. Here. Google Jimmy Stewart in his 70s. I want to see your reaction.
In his 70s or the 70s?
In the 70s, which might be his 70s. I don't know.
He looks a little pouchy. Still got the eyebrows.
Aging comes for us all. The Donna Reed Show was a sitcom on ABC. It was created by William Roberts and developed by Donna Reed and her husband, Tony Owen. It aired from September 24th, 1958 to March 19th, 1966. They made 8 seasons and 275 episodes of this show.
That seems like a lot.
They really had the Protestant work ethic back then. They would make like 40 episodes a season. You would just work nonstop. Partway through the show, she actually said, like, I cannot do this anymore, and they reduced it to a normal amount of episodes a season for the later part of the show, but I digress. And you know I don't like to digress on this show.
Uh-huh.
So, the whole concept here is it's a take on the family sitcom of the era, which was a very popular genre of TV, but the gimmick, it's not really a gimmick, the spin on this show is that the mother is shown as the central figure of the house instead of the father. Because literally, there was a show from this era called Father Knows Best, you know, and this was the opposite. They're just saying, like, actually, the mother is, in this family, and probably in real life, the mother is more the central figure who keeps everything together in the house.
Fair enough.
As you said, Donna Reed is best known for playing Mary in It's a Wonderful Life. She did win the 1953 Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for a movie called From Here to Eternity. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, they're just rolling around in the sand, kissing.
What?
Yeah, you know that movie.
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
I've never seen it. And this show, of course, is her other best-known thing. Plus, later in life, she was in one season of the show Dallas. That's the rolling around the kissing scene? Is Donna Reed? Or is that the lead actress?
I'm sure that's Deborah Kerr.
I didn't know that. And this is all important because this was the first big show on Nick at Night. When they were deciding what to do with it, when they didn't want to make it the Arts nighttime network anymore, one of the things they had was access to the Donna Reed Show, syndication rights, and they decided to make that work. I'm going to show you real quick one of the Donna Reed ads for Nick at Night, which will really give you a taste of the tone of Nick at Night at the time. When it premiered in 1985, Donna Reed and Dennis the Menace were the two big shows they had. They obviously added more over time because it proved to be successful. I didn't get there until like 96 when I was watching it. And do you know the channel TV Land? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
That's a spin-off of Nick at Night. Nick at Night was so successful, they launched an entire channel based on it.
Nick at Night wants to discuss the spread of Donna Reedaholism, the compulsive need to watch the Donna Reed Show.
My family can't understand. She's so clean.
And she's prettier than my own mom.
I tried not to watch. I kept hearing her voice. Dinner in 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm not hooked. I can turn the channel anytime. Jeff, Mary, clean your rooms.
Donna Reedaholism. Until there's a cure, there's the Donna Reed Show. Watch it with someone who understands on Nick at Night.
I heard a sensible chuckle from you there.
Maybe a little bit. All right, this is actually kind of funny. I hate it, but it is kind of funny.
See, so they did have a pretty good concept. Nobody who's airing just reruns was making fun of them in their advertising.
Okay, you're right.
That's what seems to have made it work. All
Fair
right.
enough.
Lucky for you, you lucky duck. Amazon Prime has 5 seasons of the Donna Reed Show. We are going to watch Season 2, Episode 3, A Penny Earned, and Season 5, Episode 8, Rebel with a Cause. And I picked these out. I read through the descriptions to pick them, and it's like hard not to view it through an ironic filter at this point. When the descriptions are like, Donna's hair is too big. What did she do? You know, like
Donna's a woman desperately trying to navigate life in the 50s without Quaaludes. What should we do?
I can't believe we're watching this.
Oh my god, her kids' teeth are horrendous. Donna has trouble deciding whether or not to buy a new dress. It was a simpler time. Wait, hold on. I also agonize about whether to buy new clothes.
Yeah, you're a Donna Reedaholic.
Let's see, qualities of parenthood. 18 out of a possible 20 points. Civic interest, 18 out of 20. Ability as hostess, 18 out of 20. Habits of thrift? 20 out of 20. It's very interesting.
Hey, you know, they have tests to measure practically anything these days. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a test to measure how good you are at taking tests.
This represents your true opinion of me?
Yeah, I thought you'd be pleased.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I am. I'm delighted. It's very flattering you think me almost perfect as a mother, almost perfect as a hostess, and absolutely perfect in the habits of thrift.
Darling, you can make anything sound damaging with that tone of voice.
I'm not using any particular tone of voice. But it does come as somewhat of a surprise to learn that you regard me more highly as a penny watcher than you do a mother.
Darling, now don't twist things around. All I meant was that you're an exceptional manager. And a very good thing for us that you are.
Storm warning's up. I'm going over to Zach's.
Look, she hasn't aged a day.
Uh-huh. So Donna Reed's like, no, I can't answer the phone. I can't possibly make a decision.
This is just the opening credits. I never saw this show. This was off Nick at Night
Got it.
by the time I got around to it. So I'm just putting it in because we love Donna Reed and It's a Wonderful Life recently, and it's sort of the cornerstone of Nick at Night programming.
Is this the start of our Nick at Night month?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I learned my lesson from the Paramount Family Favorites summer.
Oh no, what is this?
What is he doing?
He's doing some kind of newspaper ad that's like, test your wife. See how great she is at doing things. It's like qualities of parenthood. There's no place for the wife to rate her husband, though.
We should do this quiz. Yeah, their son is like, are you two going to start hitting each other? I'm going to my friend's house. Pro-consumer culture propaganda?
Yeah, it's pro-capitalism.
The whole joke of the episode is that she's too thrifty, and that's a bad thing, because she's like reducing, reusing, and recycling. And the audience is laughing their butts off at her for doing so.
He keeps referring to her as like an efficient manager, which I guess is like the
children.
qualities that you would want in a wife.
Yeah.
What are they doing? I guess they're like brushing the table.
Yeah, they're cleaning up after a meal. Well, most of them are.
The daddy is just drinking coffee from a massive carafe and complaining that no one has any string.
Mom and both kids are wiping the table down around him.
Yeah, when does the boy stop doing work? Like at the home, you
I don't know. When he gets married, I don't know.
The husband has laid a trap of like, do you want a new dress for this wedding? You'd have to not be frugal and an efficient manager.
She's going to buy it and he's going to mark her down on that quiz. Be like, never mind, not ideal marriage. Also, remember the quiz? The whole point was if you score your wife above an 85, you have an ideal marriage. It has absolutely nothing to do with the husband's qualities.
Oh, there's her drawer full of string. Doesn't everyone have a drawer full of string?
Oh, look. She's leaving the lights on in rooms she's not in to prove she's not frugal.
All right, so this is the wacky neighbor situation that we have. There's always a wacky neighbor. Look at these matching dressing gowns that they have. Donna Stone's not like other girls.
This older neighbor man has really paid a little too much attention to what Donna Stone has worn. He's like, she wears the same dress more than once.
Lecherous punk. Donna, don't let people tell you what to do. Do you think I would be an efficient home manager?
No comment.
Do I have qualities of thrift?
Whatever answer I give will not end well for anybody.
Do I have qualities of thrift? I do.
I just think what a problem to have. Her problem, this conflict this episode, is that she's just too good at saving money.
Yep. So her neighbor's like, look, you gotta buy a new dress because my husband will not let me buy a new dress unless you buy a new dress, which is a little creepy.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of watching a black and white show and hearing them refer to the colors of things. Oh, this dress is blue. $170.
$170 1950s dollars?
Yeah, 1959 to 2022. That would be over $1,600. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a chunk.
But her husband's a doctor, so...
Oh.
Remember she called him Dr. Stone earlier?
No, I thought she was making fun of him. Poor Donna Reed.
They're all just making fun of her.
Yeah, they're all just roasting her because she's keeping this home in business.
Oh, we're gonna eat lamb again tonight, Mom. We've had it 3 nights in a row.
His dad's like sweating. Even on a doctor's salary. You can't go out to dinner every night at the most expensive restaurant in town. I can really vibe with Donna Reed's stubbornness, though, because the husband's like so patronizing. He's like, well, if that's what you really want, I'll do it. And she's like, yeah, that is what I want.
Let's go to dinner.
He calls his bluff. This fancy French restaurant.
I don't know. There is something soothing about watching black and white TV that was made way before your birth. It's bringing me right back. Prime Nick at Night viewing.
Donna Reed is hilarious. And also still a smoke show. Oh my God, they're just calling each other's bluff the whole way.
Who is this show for? It's like, oh, how relatable. You have too much money, but you don't want to spend it. How do you get that dress on over her hair? Is what I want to know.
You step into it, baby. You know what? Good for Donna Reed. She's probably like on her hands and knees scrubbing a bathtub every single day, lifting up the refrigerator to clean underneath
She
it.
deserves one nice dress every once in a while. All right, so what was the punchline was that she just dyed her dress, her red dress black, and faked the price tag because they just wanted to prank her husband. Great.
I do like the part where she roasts her husband, though. That
seems to be constant on this
highly
show,
recommend it.
Based on this one episode. What are your thoughts and feelings so far?
I'm having a good time. I didn't think I was going to have a good time,
funny,
but...
right?
Mr. Melville is studying Mother for a research project.
My mother? What for?
Because I'm fascinating. Hi.
You are? Hi.
There she is to us. Your mother has been selected along with 24 other women in town because they are typical of the average American woman. The advertising firm I work for is interested in finding out exactly how much time the average woman spends on each of her household chores.
You see? This is for meals, laundry, and marketing. You see, if I want to time my vacuuming, I pull out this little lever right here, and when I'm finished, I push it in.
And the time is recorded on a tiny roll of tape inside.
Hey, that's really neat. Well, how long is this going to last?
1 week, starting tonight. So get going. I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
What's she doing? Is that a meatloaf? What's she doing? What has she got there? Is that like a meatloaf? Is that a bread?
She's really slapping it a lot.
It's a meatloaf. It's a meatloaf. She has it in her hand.
And it's just the meat. It's not in anything, right?
Yeah, it's just a wild meatloaf.
Yeah, look at her hands. They're all messy and disgusting.
Could like one of their innumerable children please help?
There are two.
That's too many.
The definition of numerable.
Could maybe this family be a little bit self-sufficient? The 50s, when you could just drop in to someone's home and tell them that they're part of a research project now.
And then you get invited to dinner. Mm-hmm. You're a member of the family now.
When you could just study a woman for a research project. She's wearing this massive precursor to the Apple Watch, I guess. It's just like a as long as her forearm. And it's like to time all of her different chores.
It looks
this
like
is really reductive.
The Pip-Boy from Fallout. It's huge.
So reductive.
So they're studying how long she takes on every chore. Because she is the typical American woman, according to the research man.
Also, Donna's daughter is so thirsty for this creepy old man. Like, look at her. She's sitting right next to him on the couch like, hi.
And he's not, like, attractive.
No. Also, how did these people even live? All they did was eat meat and cake. There was, like, cake every night. Some inordinate quantity of meat. So now Donna Reed's mad because she's being described as the average woman. And she's like, instead of having chocolate cake, we're having fruit for dessert. What is the side plot where the daughter is completely infatuated with Mr. Melville the scientist? Is she this way with every visitor? I'm confused.
It's really creepy. This man's not still here, right? Okay, good. They're in the morning now.
Yeah, he's sleeping between their twin beds. We should get twin beds.
She's still wearing the watch. Yeah, look.
Also, when she's not acting like the average American housewife, everyone thinks she's, like, ill.
They're like, really Mom, are you sick?
Disconcerting. I like how spicy she is.
She's also furious about this, but also still dutifully abiding by the little weird wristwatch.
Listen, I know that life. Who's Cal? Hello, Cal.
Some man just knocked on the kitchen window, and she's like, come in, Cal.
Who's Cal?
I don't know who this
Oh,
man
he's the
is.
newspaper editor?
What? I'm so confused about this aspect of the storyline.
So now the newspaper editor is like, Donna Reed, go undercover and interview this man who's mysteriously buying land on the edge of town because he owes your dad for giving him his first break. Good for Donna. They're having an affair.
They are not.
They are 100% having an affair.
They are not.
In my version of the Donna Reed show, those two are having an affair. This is like that scene in True Lies. That's what's going down. If the guest is a man, he can have as much privacy as he wants. Donna Reed's out here doing the most, and I'm proud of her. Ah, yes, a bunch of men chatting. Now Donna Reed's doing a wild accent. Something that I think is supposed to be an Irish accent, but it's like... yeah, it's like she's the Lucky Charms leprechaun. So now Donna Reed is dressed as like a hotel maid, and now she's doing all the typical American woman chores just at a hotel.
Just to get to this room, to do some investigative journalism?
Unclear.
Did she work for the newspaper? This does feel like we're in season 5 now. They've run out of ideas.
It's like, vacuum, Donna. Vacuum in a new location. Every boy has a crush on Donna Reed, and I'm into it in this show.
Just to clarify, you mean everyone who she knew when they
Yes.
were boys, when she was a younger girl.
Yeah.
And now they're adult men. Maybe this is why Nick at Night was so good at putting me to sleep as a child.
Maybe.
You start with some physical humor, and then you devolve into some weird, boring monologue by a character that was just introduced in this episode and will never appear again.
All right, so the reason that this strange man has bought the end of town with all of his money, his strangely, mysteriously obtained money that we don't know how he's made all this money, is that he doesn't want the trees cut down because his late mother loved those trees, and she gave him shoes that were used but full of love.
And she was an average woman, so Donna, it's okay to be an average woman.
I'm just so confused. What is she making in that evil-looking pot? What is that, just meat?
It's like waffles. I think that was a waffle iron.
Was it a waffle?
They're huge waffles.
Just enormous 1950s waffles the size of your torso.
She made like 8 of them for her
I
family
want Donna
of
Reed
4.
to make me a waffle the size of my body. All right.
You've done it.
It was kind of fun, not gonna lie.
Your first Nick at Night sojourn.
It was fun. I mean, it wasn't anything I'm gonna watch again, I don't think. But nothing is on this show, really. I'll say I'll watch stuff again, but that's a lie.
That was fun, though. I enjoyed the Donna Reed
You had
show.
a good time.
The second episode had a big lull in it, where she was on like an investigative journalism adventure.
Yeah,
but,
can't be perfect all the time.
It is what it is. No, that was fun. The relationships are funny. I thought all the 4 main actors were funny. The family.
It was a win.
If you were a kid and you had access to a TV, would you like to watch that at night?
No, you don't watch TV at night. It ruins your sleep hygiene for the rest of your life.
It's just something about black and white TV. It just makes me sleepy. Makes me feel comforted and warm, like I'm under a blanket in my childhood bed.
Mm-hmm.
Nick at Night. Wow. All right, Kate. Well, we're not going to just watch Nick at Night shows for an extended period of time, because I think in the past when we've done things like this, it may get a little long in the
Gets
tooth.
a little stale.
So we're going to watch some Nick at Night shows every once in a while. I'm thinking maybe once a month.
Rotate them in.
The next so often. But I'm glad you kind of enjoyed some Donna Reed.
Yeah.
We're going to watch some other Nick and Night shows in the future, especially ones that were actually on that I watched. I did not watch this one, but I watched most of the other ones we're going to watch because they were a little later. This was 1985 prime original Nick at Night. So tell us what to watch next, whether it's a Nick at Night show you remember fondly or just anything you remember from your childhood. You can email us Not-Stalgia@AOL.com. You can send us a voice message through the Anchor app or the link in this episode description. You can find us on social media. Contact us there. Just go to our website, www.notstalgia.org, for all the links to everything, all the old episodes, all the new episodes, all the ways to contact us.
Yeah.
Hello out there from TV land, a beautiful place to be. Nick at Night, better living through.